right, take two, take two. Okay. This is your man Calvin coming back at you with another informative video. You all excuse me. I'm trying to make sure I'm centered properly, and it's very difficult to do with this tablet. But we'll just go for what we know anyway. Um, we're talking about today. What are you afraid of? Okay. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I have so many people that come into my inbox, and they all want to know, what are you doing to be successful? I want to do what you're doing. Okay. But I'm just going to cut to the chase and be real. A lot of them are stopped when it comes to the investment part of the opportunity. Okay. Money. It comes down to money. Okay. Yes. Money stops a lot of people. Okay. And I often say to them, and they have just unrealistic expectations, first of all, because in business, if you're going to be a business owner, back in the day before there was before there was internet boom, the internet took over. It was known, if you, because I tried to do this, get a brick and mortar business. I didn't say try, but I was very interested in doing it, and I was told by the SBA that you're gonna have to get a loan, $5,000 to $7,000, probably about a couple of decades ago, when I first came off of active duty. Okay, that's just to get started, and they tell you got to do like a long range plan of action for the first 5 years, and they're telling you normally for the first 5 years, if you're breaking even, you're doing good. It takes about 5 to 10 years for your business to be profitable. So that's why a lot of businesses die. They never make it out of that first 5 years because they go under. But we're talking about hundreds of dollars for most opportunities online that most people that won't do it. And well, they'll tell me, well, I don't have the money. Okay, so I said, well, what you mean to say is you don't have the money right now. Okay, so well let's put together a plan, 2 to 4 weeks for you to have the money to get started. And then, they try to wiggle out of that and just say, well, I got this going on, I got that going on, my child's gonna need this, or I'm gonna, anything to stop that. So I'm just saying, so I said, well, then I'll ask them this question. What if you knew you were gonna make six figures in 6 months to a year by putting down this money? Would you putting down this same money that you don't want to put down? Would you do it? And most of them say yes. Okay. So I said, well, then what's really stopping you? Because I need a guarantee that I'm going to get this back. So again, we have a little issue. People want something that's going to be automated, that they're guaranteed to make money. Very unrealistic in business. Okay, because if it was going to be that easy, you don't think we wouldn't have anybody working at McDonald's, Walmart, Wendy's, you name it. Fast food industry would be dried up if that was the case. See, that's why we tell you so much about mindset, that it matters, because it actually does. Okay, all right. So that's the biggest thing that's stopping people, because they're afraid that they're going to lose their little investment, or they're trying to pay a bill. It's like, well, don't do that. What you need to do is don't sacrifice a bill. Do something, a hustle. I've known people that cut yards for about a month to get, because they really had a vision and a dream. But people they don't really have a vision. They just see, ooh, he made $3,000. What can I do to make that? There's no really plan of action. They want it automated. They don't want to have to put any work in. So this is the thing. You got to really evaluate if this is something an online entrepreneurship is something that you're serious about. If you don't want to work and put in the work, then you're wasting your time. And people say, "Well, I'm never paid on my job what I'm worth. I'm not valued what I'm worth." Okay, well, when you're not willing to invest anything to yourself, then you're telling yourself you're not worth it either. The, you're not paying. You're not paying yourself what you're worth because you won't put that money in yourself. And people, well, that money gonna be going to you, and I'm putting money in your pocket. Just like, again, the mentality is wrong. Okay, you got to think about I'm doing this for me. Okay, and if you know that an opportunity has a Facebook group with a lot of people in it, there's many of them, most of them are showing you payment proofs, then that should tell you something that the opportunity is valid and you are putting money down onto your future. Okay, spend enough time with that. That's one thing, but another element that's stopping a lot of people is the what I call a rebuke of others. Um, People are afraid of what others think, and I noticed when I used to be a salesman, um, I would sit there. One spouse would be home and the other wasn't, and I had them showed them the benefits of what I'm saying, and they're ready hooked to go. And I was like, well, I got to talk it over with my wife or talk it over with my husband, and that other person kills it because they never saw the presentation. And it's like I do. So, well, why didn't you tell them, schedule them, he'll come back so they can see? They're like, no, I don't want to, disturb that and disturb this. So that just goes to show you that they're willing to let their what they saw light because of what the spouse, and I understand a little bit. But if you want something bad enough, I'm gonna sit down and explain to my wife or my significant other or husband or whatever. Listen, I'm trying to get out of this, job industry that's not paying us anything. With, struggling from 9 to 5, and you want to keep going back to that. So if or they're worried about their family and friends staying. That's not gonna never work. There's a bunch of scam artists, and they listen to them. Why would you listen to them when they have not done anything in this industry and they're struggling just like you and you are trying to make ends meet? So why are you listening to them? Why? Don't understand it. So you got to reevaluate. Okay, the opinion of others should not kill your dreams, but so many people are allowing that. Okay, and the last thing that I want to get at, because I don't want to be too long here, is past experiences. Well, people tell me, well, if I borrow this money and give it to you, I need to have this back in 3 weeks. Can you promise me that? Nobody can promise you anything. It's based off of your efforts and what you can do. Okay? That's why you get that little disclaimer down at the bottom. It says, results are not typical. It depends on the effort of the individual and experience of the individual. That's true in any business. Okay? You have some people that have a great following that's been doing this so long, and they can come in and make three grand in 24 or 48 hours. And there's others that don't have that type of experience that it takes them a while to make that kind of money. So you can't compare yourself to others, A, and B. Well, I know people get scammed. Look, I have gotten scammed out of opportunities. Okay? But I didn't sit there and allow that past experience to say, you know what, I'm never going to try again. I was like, no, you know what? You just have to research and do your due diligence before you put your money into something. That way you'll be, it's got to have a good dedicated face group. And if you see a whole bunch of people, 11,000 people in a group, and that most of them are making money, then I should tell you something that, hey, this is something that I can make money with. So I'm just telling you all, what are you afraid of? Okay, and people present you, and you see an opportunity, and you all excited until you see a little investment. Okay, and I understand that you don't have the money right now. I didn't. There's been more than once where I had to save up money to jump into something that I wanted to do. But I did it. Uh, a lot of people, if it's just they got the shiny object syndrome. It's hot right now, so they're ready, but they don't have the money. And this week is going to be something else because they want something free, or where they don't have to put in all the work, where they don't have to put any money down, and it's going to be automated for them, and they can duplicate that without any work. It's just a pipe dream for the most part. I'm not saying nothing like that will never exist. But like I said, if this industry was going to be that easy, you wouldn't have anybody out here working fast food or working retail or working long hours on a job. Okay? If you want to take that same work that you put and work for yourself and not worried about, not have that 9 to 5 mentality where I work 8 hours, I should have made $65. No, I'm not worried about making anything at this very moment. Let's go out here and do what I need to do. And you got coaching with an opportunity, which you don't get with most, okay, where the owner is available and willing to spend time to teach you what you need to know, or you got videos out there to teach you what you need to know. If you have questions, you got coaches. That's an opportunity that you really need to look into. Okay, all right, but I hope what I shared, this is a retake because I did this video previously, but I didn't, I was coughing through it, so I didn't like it. So this is a redo of this video. What are you afraid of? Okay, 2020 is, I'm closing. 2020 is coming to an end. We're going to 2021. Let's not make the same excuses we had last year. Okay, you see people making money and you want to be a part of it, and you want to be a part of an opportunity that's going to be easy and that you can spend time and learn, you need to get with me. My contact information is always below in the description. Whether you're trying to get a hold of me, Facebook or the Facebook group for the opportunity that I'm currently in is also down below. Go in there, join the group, check it out, and get back with me. Okay? Hey, let's overcome this fear and achieve greatness in 2021. I will talk to you all again the next time. This is Calvin. I'm out.